I'm surprised that you're so concerned.
Well, you know, I am a devoted citizen of the Imperium, and I'm concerned for its well-being and the well-being.
Even Howie knows you're lying, you bastard.
I am not a liar, you hurt me deeply.
Of course, Barnabus. All right, I will check in on him. It's not be a good time for him to do something so stupid.
Barnabus is also pretty sure he won't get an audience with Lord.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like to make an appointment to see him.
Okay, so you kind of in between what you were doing and cleaning up the Conjuror's Manor, and you've got the lens now crafted. You need to track down Sonny. You're not sure where he exactly is. He might be in that weird little druid village of.
Sending will do.
Yeah, but you just finished you've got the lens on you. You just finished it, and you cross paths with Barnabus as he's also looking for Sonny because he's got Sonny's items.
Yep.
All right, let's.
You found people pointed out that Thogrim was at the new Conjuror's Manor, so you found.
No problems with the new place.
It was interesting to say the least. I'll give you a tour afterwards.
Right now, I got it used to Sonny.
Well, let's bring Sonny here then. Perhaps he can help with Dverak in whatever condition he's in.
Okay. You had arranged to meet up with Sonny. It was Agony, Thogrim, Sonny, and Quintessa that were going to
deal with Macath.
Yeah, deal with Macath and that sort of thing. So let me grab Barnabus. And I don't know if Widget is spying or.
Widget likes to follow Barnabus around.
Okay. Brennos isn't there. The dragonborn warrior body's not there. I'm just south of the manor still. Widget following Barnabus around. Quintessa, Agony, and where's Sunners?
I don't think he's on this map.
No, I don't think he's on the sheet.
There we go. Where's Manor? Sunners.
There you go.
Riding Mister through the streets, going to the Conjuror's Manor. You see your friend standing outside the manor. Probably, or it is kind of still cold for spring.
Hello.
I
Sorry.
have your things.
Oh,
He hands you a bag.
I am a druid. I do not need things. Give them to me.
You are a wizard. You need things.
Ah, yes, the wizarding ways.
Quintessa, you don't like the way that Sonny's holy symbol looks. Ever since you went to the shrine of Boccob and saw the strange patterns, you swear that the pattern in the weave holy symbol to you actually moves. Like the patterns are moving, like they're slowly taking over the wizard that they're around. Like you're seeing something ominous now about the pattern in the weave.
Okay, well, we'll not mention it to Sonny right now.
Yep. And it's not just Sonny. There are other worshippers that are in that you've increasingly been alarmed by. We'll say the new god of magic as opposed to the older gods. No one else seems to notice it or at least remark about it, which means that something might be in communication with you, or something's going on.
Excellent. He pulls out the rod. Yes. Oh, I don't have to get close to the bad things to keep you from dying anymore.
And he comes over and looks at the rod. What's the command word? You guys share information about magic and stuff like that.
It's a greater meta magic rod of reach.
Yep.
It's I can now heal you from across the battlefield.
Command word is over there.
Handy. You see Mr. Not So Sure about Agony? It's kind of tilting her head.
Come on, Mistra, it's just a mask and all the scales fell off. He's basically the same Agony. except for the scales and the face and a little bit of the personality, and the soul is probably a little bit corrupted at this point.
Don't forget the blood.
Oh, the blood too, yes. Aside from all of that, he's the same agony that we've always known. How goes the mine? Are the kobolds behaving?
They're behaving. They're kobolds. They haven't dug up anything new. They haven't found the bag yet. They've been corrected in thinking that they hand over anything to anyone else but me.
Hopefully the lesson was easily learned.
Yes. Quintessa, Thogrim, and Brennos brought an excellent example. I told them that the blue dragonborn stole from Tiamat.
Stealing is bad.
Terrible, terrible crime.
Indeed. You can tell his lips are curling up in a smile or a grimace. You're all standing around laughing at stealing Tiamat's hoard.
Yes, best crafting I've ever done.
You do notice that Agony, he stops laughing for a moment, and like his head tilts off to the side, and he kind of like shakes something away.
Very loud. That's not funny. Thorogrim, you had something you wanted to ask Sonny.
Yeah,
Was there something you wanted to ask, Sonny?
there was something.
I'm Sonny, yes?
Ask her check, yes.
Oh, the Dverak issue. Lord Dverak seems to... I don't know, actually. I'm going to go and see him now, but there's some weird, very strange rumors about him. Care to tag along? You are quite the healer. He might have some psychological problems, or maybe there's just rumors.
I like casting heal, yes. We do owe Dverak a bit of a, we are colleagues and, what would you call them? Compatriots, maybe?
That's not what I call him, but you're right.
We've had dealings in the past that ended amicably.
He is a fellow leader of a neighboring community. We should check with him.
He is one of the denizens of Volcanica.
Wait,
Temporary, though.
where are you from? Says Agony.
Not so much.
Is it big?
It's big enough.
But not Denavar big.
No, it is not Denavar big.
How big's that market over there?
I didn't see you there, Widget. Says Agony.
You still have it.
Stop doing that!
Mister's now running around trying to find Widget.
Probably not the first time he's done
Nope.
that.
Hacking, looking. She's smart enough to like be grabbing at the height where she knows Widget's hat would be at.
So I'm heading over there. Care to come over with me?
Well, we're supposed to be tracking down a scroll. Dverak's not a caster. I doubt he has anything.
Unlikely. Unlikely he'll be willing to part with it for that.
All right.
We need a freedom scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How else are we going to,
if we study, he looks at where Widget would be. Barnabus. If we study a bit more, we learn newer circles, but that takes time.
Well, if Lord Dverak, the highest noble in Overlook, needed a magic scroll, who do you think he would ask for it?
Sonny puts up his hand.
Sonny, go ahead.
The Archmage.
That is correct. And who do we have here, my guy? class. Sunny again.
The Archmage.
That is correct. An archmage. Do you have a scroll of freedom?
No, I can probably craft one.
No. So is your problem. Top marks for Sunny.
Wait, you can cast 9 circle spells.
No, not yet. Not yet, anyways.
Off a scroll, though.
Oh, sure. Are you saying Dverak has one?
No, we're saying Dverak does not have one.
He may. We don't know what his treasures are like.
I find it very unlikely he does.
Unlikely, but I wouldn't rule it out.
Well, as the the Great Elder Overlook, he might have access to one.
Yes, but again, who would he ask for it from?
Oh, I see what you mean. Thogrim, do you have a roll?
When I can make one, when I can cast it, I'll cast it.
You can't teach a wolf to hunt in a classroom.
This is true.
It's a nice place you got here at Thogrim. As you probably are standing inside, given that.
Yeah, we're not outside.
Given that it's like raining mild acid outside.
how many of us are here? Because I do want to allow the 10 people here to.
Okay, you can take a moment to attune them to the building.
Yeah, I do want to. So my simulacra are here, and they probably have one of the golems here as well.
Okay.
Not the fire one.
I think Thogrim's Forge Phase 2 is on the same campaign file, so you can start moving and copying things if you want to this map. In fact, it might be handy to do so.
Okay. Can I write? Can I put? Because I have lists of gear. Where?
If you use drawing tools and then the T for text, you can leave notes.
Can just no, I just want to.
It's probably best for there to be a page underneath your.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put a page and just move some of the stuff over there.
Sure.
So one of the things we are gonna set up in here is gonna be like a not an infirmary, but like a healing room. So you can just teleport, and there'll be Simulacra that'll just drag your ass over to infirmary.
Thogrim seems to have made himself at home at the Conjuror's Manor.
Yeah.
You can see his simulacra running around. There are people actually arriving at the manor and being.
The lining's off.
Yeah, their concerns are being met by the simulacra.
So do you actually have a workshop in here? Or are you still using your forge?
For now, it's the forge. There is some space upstairs in the on the second floor to make a forge, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. It's mostly made for spell battles, wizard battles and such. But I think a forge is more likely what I'll be using it for. It's quite spacious, actually.
Why would wizards have battles with spells?
It's called wizard duels.
Master, we need to speak privately.
You got a privy here.
I have a hard time hearing you, Mark.
You have a privy here.
A privy. A shitter.
Yes, second door on your left from the entrance.
Thank you.
Widget sneaks into your shitter.
Okay, give me a stealth versus Barnabas' perception.
Okay.
I took a sketchy of you.
And it's Wormgrin, right?
Wormgrin, yeah.
I rolled bad. 59.
I can match that. I gotta double check with Barnabus. Just leveled up. Perception. Can beat that. That's what that is before. Nope.
It is time.
What language?
Your familiar speak.
I must perform a communion, a special one that they taught me how to do.
Oh, it's time for that already, is it? Alright. This special one gonna take long.
Could you light the candles for me, Master?
No, it's a bucket of trivia. There ought to be some candles in here.
Yeah, the imp is carrying what he needs, but yeah, you find some candles and you start lighting the candles. There are 6 candles.
Master,
Yes.
I will have to deliver something for you.
Very well.
Do you have the ability to plane shift, Master?
I can make it happen. Where do you want to go, though? Because I would require a key.
No. I am the key.
Then let us play.
Okay.
No. Just send me, is the instruction. I am your loyal messenger, Master. I am to collect these things for you.
Of course.
From you know who.
He spends a mythic point. And
Okay,
claims
you see Barnabus is chattering away in some weird languages is familiar. Barnabus sends his familiar away. And you can probably make the spellcraft check to know that without a tuning fork, he sent Wormgrin this really gross imp. There's something about his imp that's really gross this time.
Yep.
Cancerous and dripping and yeah, he just there's some brimstone smell.
Knowledge planes. Figure out where it was sent. Although,
Sure.
probably take a guess at where an imp would go. We're not, we're not breaking new ground here. And
We're getting this one right.
38.
It's to the Hells. You have a suspicion, though, it might have been to one of the deeper layers.
Okay. All right.
Almost to the point where it's like, hey, Bar's been in the washroom for a long period of time.
Whiskey shits, fuck off!
The party's talking about stuff, and then Wormgrin returns. He's got a small box. He puts the box down, and then he kind of makes the motion like he wants back into you.
Okay, he extends a hand so we can crawl up.
It looked like in one of his hands he was clutching onto something. They looked like little pearls or eggs or something.
Okay.
Oh, immediately you can hear voices as he crawls inside of you.
Alright, let's drop these off right now, shall we?
There's strange muttering and chanting of very cruel and tyrannical men, of women perhaps, beings of malevolent intelligence.
Did he drop off a gem for the fucking dragon?
Barnabas, you clutch your side as your familiar is swimming along your skin, and along one side of your rib cage you can feel what feels like 3 bumps starting to protrude between the rib cage and the skin.
You know, you could just
And then
stay out of
your
it.
familiar dives back down into your bowels and kind of swims through your upper intestine and goes through the other side and then kind of comes out again and swims between the skin of your neck or the skin of your torso and the ribs themselves. Widget, what are you doing as it looks like Barnabas is having a heart attack? Are you looking to see what these things are?
No, he knows what they are.
Okay. He felt something along the side, and then his other side is hurting now, and he's just waiting. hand hits the porcelain.
I'm confirming that with a limited wish, I could breath of life him. No, I can't.
Isn't it a spell spell?
It's a fourth. Well, it's not a sorcerer wizard spell, so it'd be fourth.
I'm thinking of wish.
You can hear your familiar depositing these things inside of you. They're hard. You when you touched one of them, you could hear the muttering of the malevolent soul within the gem.
Widget was getting ready to go get Sunny.
Was getting ready to what?
Go get Sunny.
Okay.
He was about to Elvis Presley his way off.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Barnabus, thinking that he's alone, let slip not in, while he's in pain, he didn't speak familiar speak, and he's actually speaking common. You're like, next time, go ahead.
Put them in a bag.
Open the box.
He opens the box.
You hear a voice speaking in Infernal that is coming out of the box, as if the words were trapped within the box and they're now being released. You recognize the voice as the voice of Zapan.
You'll be happy to know Widget doesn't speak Infernal. He only speaks Abyssal.
Just want to make sure I've got the right Devil Lord. Minister meeting. Yes. The Minister of Immortal Relations, Zapan, one of the Dark Eight.
Mortal or immortal?
Immortal.
Okay.
Operation Honey Trap now begins. Deliver these 6 horrible souls to the crèche of the false god known as Geode. Spread them out in random locations throughout the lair, so that their concentrated evil will not be sensed for some time. This is your first delivery of many.
Very well.
Be careful. Geode's crèche has a guardian. Feel free to drink from him. Or it. Really probably is.
Alright.
Okay. The voice stopped. Give me a linguistics check, Widget. You don't speak Infernal, but if you have linguistics and
I've got linguistics and a bunch of languages.
all right, let me just check the rules on interpreting something that you don't quite know. Linguistics. It's forgeries. It's a DC 30 for an exotic language to interpret writing. That seems like the same. To get the gist of what was just said to Barnabus.
Okay. It is possible. $23.
Okay, you caught a few words. Something about honey. Drinking. You're pretty sure that meant drinking. You definitely caught the noun geode. Something about evil.
You don't say.
You hear in your head your own voice, Widget, chastising you for being so stupid to not know the language. Stupid! Stupid! Like just a rage sort of building up inside of you. a quiet rage that no one
Yeah.
else would see. The rage that breaks your own things when no one's watching.
Fuck's sake.
The way you felt when you didn't pass, like, the paladin-y moral questions and games that your brother excelled at.
Yeah.
The frustration at the core of Widget's being.
He's kind of a little. He's similar to Barnabus in that whole kind of a twisted existence.
Okay, the imp settles in back into its normal spot after it laid eggs in your body.
Dropping gems off. Next time they can go in a bag. They really can.
Barnabas, you're a little concerned about going back there alone.
Oh no, no. There was last time we were there. There was a giant dragon that we were terrified of, and two smaller dragons. Creatures notoriously perceptive.
Yep. The box shuts violently on its own, and then starts to disintegrate, like it was never there.
Alright. Let's have a look, see who's still available. Okay. Widget. Brennos.
You just talking to yourself? What are you saying?
No, I was Mark going through the
Oh, you're making up your army, your strike force. Who wants to spank a new god? Who wants to spank a new god?
yeah, pretty much that's it.
Yeah, Barnabas, Hellquest, and then there's Who's Gonna Go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there are a number of things. Sonny, you find out in the conversation that you guys are having that you actually see the lens laying on the in a little container on the desk.
Oh, the lens is ready. You didn't tell me the lens was complete. We
there's
should go
that.
use the Farseer of Rest.
There's that, yeah.
The observatory now. Although it would be much better if I were to use an undead observer.
Why?
An undead observer could watch unerringly and would not be impacted by the compulsion to use the Farseer to one's own physical detriment.
Oh, so you know the Farseer messes with your mind.
Yes, but like many charms, you can know you're charmed and still be charmed. It's very compulsive.
You enjoy it, don't you?
I like to see things.
Well, Sonny, if
It
you'd
lets
like,
me know what's happening.
if you'd like, you can simply have a simulacrum do that. They don't eat or sleep.
They don't think or feel.
Right, so you want to use an undead. Brilliant.
They think.
Undead have feelings.
All right, I'm going to go and talk to Lord Dverak and let you dipshits figure out what you want to do.
Did you just call me a dipshit?
Yes.
What is a dipshit?
I don't know. Something
One who is dipped in feces.
the
Thank
stink
you.
you use to wipe your arse.
You use a stick to wipe your arse? Does that not hurt?
It's got a sponge on the end.
Is it because you have a tail?
It's called prestidigitate.
I'm not going to describe how to use the washroom to you.
No,
It's what magic's for.
Despite what some of my pants would say. Barnabas actually has no pride. He just...
Oh, is Barnabas back in the room? No, Barnabas. This is meanwhile.
Oh,
This is
okay.
yeah. This is this for.
Alright.
I like to go outside. It's much more freeing.
I agree with Thogrim. Prestidigitate is the only way to go.
Then there's
I'm not having this discussion. It's just, it turns around,
I don't think-
waiting for the subject to change.
I don't think they'll let me in to go see Lord Dverak as the leader of this city with what I wear on my face.
Unlikely.
Well, they'll let me in because I am the Druid of Volcanica, and everyone will let me in. I am the Druid of Volcanica, and this is Volcanica, and this is just how it will work.
They might let you in because you're with Thogrim.
Thogrim is with me. Thogrim, let us go visit Lord Dverak.
Widget, are you interested in coming? Who's the third?
You asked for Widget, and you actually don't. He's not here apparently. Oh no, he's wandering around your manor on escort. What's he stealing or doing or taking or fiddling with?
What's he throwing a pee-pee
Eventually,
on?
Nice stuff.
After a long time, like Barnabus has been gone too. Eventually, he comes walking back in. Give me a bluff check if you're trying to hide that you had a disturbing experience in the washroom.
Sure. 6.
And I think you guys are all companions of Barnabus, so they get bonuses.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
61.
Wee.
And
Widget's not sure if he.
Well, Widget knows it's a lie.
Maybe you imagined it.
Was that really what happened? Was I just thinking thoughts about my childhood and then getting distracted and have my own traumas reflect back on me?
interesting. Well, I don't know if people are looking at Barnabas that hard. You just
So Sonny got a 48 before whatever the bonus is.
so what did you roll?
61.
61. So 58. 63. Barnabas is a little bit troubled.
Okay.
There's
Sorry.
something bugging Barnabas.
There's something always bugging Barnabas.
Did you shit on the floor?
Thogrim, I don't know if you made that roll or
What?
not,
No,
but he's been gone for a long time, so.
Is your diet all right?
Are you regular? I
I
mean, you
Perhaps-
cook
not eat
well.
any fatty foods.
Perhaps some roughage, you know. Some of the
Servants, go clean
some of
it up.
Some of the tall grass. Not
Fine.
high nutritional value, but it cleans the pipes, so to speak.
Find dust on the floor. Like, you're very dry, you know.
No, there's unseen servants that do
Yeah,
really work.
they do all the mopping.
It was probably due to the reacclimating to the ring of sustenance. Throws the digestive tract off.
That must be it, yes.
All right. I'll wait here until you find the scroll, or are you ready to go hunt down the scroll?
Hey, Thogrim, you got a nice house.
Yes. You little shut. I'll take you off the list, I swear. You'll find your ass getting zapped, burned, and exploded every second.
Thogrim seems annoyed.
Thogrim just had an interesting idea, not related. He was thinking about something else, and then Widget said that. He was thinking about building a fake roof to this mansion, and lining the roof with cannons. People are coming to attack you.
You are in charge of the cannon forge. You could divert cannons that are supposed to be going on the walls of the city to defend your building.
My building's very important.
Okay?
I'm not going to do that.
Have
But
cannons on it.
he's Thogrim just thought this is a great mansion, and then he saw a mansion with cannons. I'm like, that's better.
So where's the
Kitchen's up through behind the elevator.
This way.
of ingredients?
Yes, you find kitchen on the left, another cooking area on the right,
So
and then
you
some
lot are
supplies.
going to go talk to Lord Dverak then?
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Yes.
Alright, actually, you should come with me. I'm going to make some biscuits. You like them?
This is some sort of trick, Barnabus.
Do you not like my biscuits?
I like the ones with the meat inside. This is. You convince Andy to hang around while you bake biscuits. He also gets a little look at the manor. He hasn't been inside this place.
Was Brennos here?
Yeah, Brennos is the one who's here.
No.
He's not here currently, no.
Oh.
All right, let's go see Lord Dverak.
Well, he's cooking. He's going to try and recruit. I think you need to come with him. Dragons.
We're killing dragons where?
Did you remember Geo?
Yes.
The dragon guy.
The purple thing.
Yes.
The reason why you wear that.
Yes. Also, if you also want something to drink with your biscuits. You catch that, Widget?
Yeah, I'll go. Widget. It's before noon. Lager's good.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Geode's a new god, isn't he?
yeah.
Do you think we should bring Brennos?
Very much do you think we should bring Brennos?
Brennos is pretty good at fighting dragons and big things.
You don't say. I've heard things like that. I'd say bring Slake, but the only way to get in there is to teleport.
Barnabus, you know that you'll be able to teleport near, but that place where all the souls are actually a demi-plane. So you're going to have to teleport near to where the geode access point is and then walk in.
Okay.
Which is the part where guardians and people, taking a really close eye or questioning why you're there would possibly happen. Okay, so you guys scheme a little bit while the others teleport to Caer Overlook, the seat of the government.
Yep.
Okay. The place is locked up pretty tight. Give me a D4. D5, actually.
Okay, Ahmed, do you want to roll that?
Yeah. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. 1d5. 1.
Okay, you end up crossing paths with Sir Defrin. He seems to be walking quickly out of the place, looking very angry as you guys cross paths.
Hello.
Let me get
Can you center us?
I'll just be on the Conjuror's Manor. Let me get there.
To the bottom?
Yeah, there. And is Mistra with you, or?
Yeah, it's just with us.
Okay. So you teleported as deep within the government buildings as you could before you start setting off traps and that sort of thing. And Defrin is storming out of the place as you guys are wandering in.
Hello.
So Defrin.
Thogrim. Sunny. Countess.
Defrin.
How are you doing, sir?
The wise speaker of clans who took over for Dverak after he died late last year or early this year. I think it was late last year during the Githyanki attacks. Impossible. There's something very, very rotten at the heart of Caer Maga.
Is there anything we can do to help?
What's what seems to be the problem.
Klaygor's eating himself to death.
What?
That's not.
I
good thing to
came
do.
here because I heard this was a rumor. You're
Yes.
telling me it's true?
It's unfortunate that you were not here sooner to perhaps help him with this affliction. But he has sequestered himself deep within Caer, surrounded himself with guards, and is seeing no one, aside from the endless stream of food that is being brought to his person.
Barnabus should have made him a cake.
So, correct me if I'm wrong then. I am charged with the defense of this city, correct?
That is correct.
If the-
Especially in magical concerns.
If the councilman is not behaving in a way, or is behaving in a way that would endanger the city, or himself, then it is my place to step in, correct? Where I am concerned that there might be a magical effect on the fella.
If there are rules or taboos against you stepping in, the wise speaker of clans would look the other way.
Then allow me to do my job. I'm sorry for the delay.
If you excuse me, I've been sent to do some apparent very important busy work. Yeah, he looks really pissed off.
You will have my back.
Oh,
Thogrim, let's just go.
Sonny,
His hand kind of goes on your shoulder for a bit. It startles you for a moment. Be careful. Something is not right here. Sonny, he's right. Something is not right here. There are a lot of, how do we call them? Unwelcome guests.
Say what?
It's either one or maybe thousands of them. You're having a hard time kind of...
Imps?
No, unwanted guests.
Hmm.
Like on Volcanica.
Yeah.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
It's what I think it is.
There's a bunch of, that could be a bunch of things. Pretty much that means somebody thinking for mother. No.
There is a I can think of one type of unwanted guest. It could be one or thousands.
Give me a sec. I'm just gonna refresh the not the spell list, but
Are we picking up from here next game?
I think this is a good place to
Yeah.
pick up next game.
Well, this is like a dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, you guys might charge in, the three of you. You might get reinforcements. I don't know. Alright, so this is a good place to leave it. It was a short game. It is a midweek game. We should name tonight's game.
In my head, I was like, Sonny's going to get himself onto a platter. He's just going to turn into a little chicken and just lie down like he's dead on a platter. Stop eating! Son of
a snail or something.
Turn into a snail. I'm an escargot.
I turn myself into a chicken and disguise myself as cook.
Well, it's so good in the Conjuror's Manor. There was a fucking swan on a platter.
No, I think there are some ways of cooking birds where you don't defeather them. Like I'm pretty sure where there's like, or they're more ornamental.
or
and
ornamental feathers
thing
they're put
is
back on or something.
inside. Yeah.
I think I've seen things where they've got like a stuffed bird that they put over the actual cooked bird to kind of
pretty it up.
Yeah, pretty it up basically.
Yeah, well, no internet.
Lots of time on your hands.
No TV, no internet, so
you gotta do something.
You gotta do something to make it look pretty. All right, we need a name for tonight's game.
No Instagram filters.
House of Thogrim.
Toilet trouble. Always prestidigitation.
My Manor.
Prestidigitation.
Toilet trouble.
Toilet trouble.
Bathroom break.
Tummy troubles.
Indigestion. Infernal indigestion.
Infernal indigestion. I like it. Toilet trouble's a little too poop jokey. Alright, Infernal Indigestion, game 47, is in the books. This game has been recorded but not streamed, so it'll appear on YouTube for those who watch. Thanks for your support, and as always, we hope you enjoy this as much as we do, and we will get a lot of games in next weekend when the full Ontario crew is all in the same geolocation. It'll be good.
Yeah, looking forward to it, boys.
Yep, I need to do a bunch of prep now that I know which thing you're going to do first. Yep, okay. Good place to leave it. Good. GG.
Yeah, good stuff, guys.
Peace.
Right.